Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Now in today's episode, it's unboxing time again, and I'm really excited about this one because this right here, this package contains two sweaters. Yes, we're diving into MJD clothing again here, but no, seriously, you guys probably remember, well, if you've been subscribed to this channel since December of last year, you may remember a Windows Ugly sweater unboxing that I did. This whole thing started out a couple years ago. Microsoft began sending these Windows Ugly holiday/Christmas sweaters out to people, and you might be asking, okay, that's cool, but why are you doing this in February? Well, the funny thing is, Microsoft, I talk about this in that original video, but when I went to order, they had all 3 years available. So the very first year that they did this, they did a Windows 95 themed one. The second year was a Windows XP themed one, and just last year's in 2020 was a Microsoft Paint themed one. So I was able to get the Microsoft Paint themed one. I bought it like the day that they announced it, and they had some leftover 95 and XP ones from the past 2 years, because those were the two that they were only sending out to a few people. They did not make those publicly available until December of 2020. Well, those sold out. They said initially they weren't going to make any more, but because of the massive demand for these, they decided to make more of the Windows 95 and Windows XP ones, and I ordered those when they did that. The only caveat was they were only going to be able to ship them in late January 2021, which meant that this was going to arrive in February, which it did. This just arrived today, actually. One of the things that kind of disappointed me is you can see that we just have a padded envelope here that contains the sweater. Initially, the 95 and XP sweaters came in a very cool looking box. The Windows XP one was called Microsoft Software. It was like a pun on software. I thought it was pretty clever, but we don't get any of that. We just get the sweater wrapped in a padded envelope, which is exactly how the MS Paint one came. But hey, it's no big deal because it still showed up and I'm really excited for it. So let's open this thing up. So it's packaged exactly the same way. This is the Windows 95 one right here. So there it is. And then here is the Windows XP one. Okay, so for reference, here is the Microsoft Paint sweater. So you can see it says Untitled Paint up here, like your, title bar would. You've got a Paint logo right here. You've got all sorts of little icons around. You got like a snowflake here, the start button. This is really, really cool. The spray can here. There's even the Windows flag on the sleeves. Unfortunately, for those of you who are interested in these, you cannot get them from Microsoft anymore. I don't know if they're going to be doing reproductions at some point. They might do that again next year, or December 2021, the next holiday Christmas season. They might do, I'm guessing they're going to do another sweater. I don't know if they'll make these available again, but you can see that these technically are not the same sweaters that were shipped out for the past couple of years, like I said, when this was an exclusive thing. So this right here was 2019's, this was 2018's, but if you notice, look at the tag here. It says copyright 2020. It feels like it's made from the exact same material. I mean, if I get this one right here, even the stitching on the collar here looks exactly the same. Obviously, it's a different color. But yeah, it seems to be made of the same material, and just this one is designed with Windows XP. Gosh, seeing one of these in person is just super cool. So you got a bunch of mouse cursors there, XP kind of tiled along. Actually, the mouse cursor and XP are just tiled along there. That awesome XP Windows flag. It's got a bit of a different design. It looks like it's stitched on, which is really, really, really cool. And last but not least, the original Windows Ugly sweater, the Windows 95 one. Let's go ahead and tear this bad boy open. So this, I saw this, like I said, on Twitter back in 2018, and I wanted one ever since, and now I finally have one, even though it's not one of the true original ones. It's the exact same design, and it is super, super awesome. So yes, this one, I would say this is, the most basic of the three. You just have a Windows flag right here, an old Windows flag, which is super awesome. And that's really the only Windows specific branding. You don't have any icons on the sleeves, on the back here. I think there is just another Windows flag, actually. Yes, there is. So yeah, there's nothing really identifying that this is a Windows Ugly Sweater on the sleeves or anything, but that's cool. I mean, there's no problem with that. This was their very first design. I definitely think they have improved with the XP one and with the Microsoft Paint one. I gotta say, out of all of these, if I had to pick just one to keep, it would be the XP one, honestly. I just really, really like this. You can see they've even incorporated the Bliss wallpaper design a little bit. I mean, you see you've got like the green at the bottom, kind of representing the hills, the blue representing the sky. At least that's my guess. Yes, I'd absolutely have to say the XP one is my favorite, but I would take any of these if you were going to just give them to me for free, which I believe is what Microsoft was doing back in, you know, when they started this whole thing. But yeah, there you have it, guys. That is a brief look at the Windows Ugly Sweaters, the full collection, now that I have all three of them. And if they do this again in 2021 for the holiday season this year, I'll absolutely be buying this year's, which we can make this like a yearly thing, honestly. Just buy the, I mean, assuming that they make it available to the public again. But yeah, guys, there you have it. That is, you know, just a quick little unboxing for you guys today. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Be sure to get subscribed down below and turn on those channel notifications if you haven't already to get notified whenever I upload a new video, which I do multiple times, 3 to 4 times every single week on this channel. And as always, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.